Conventional economics can't understand that people sharing, people giving of themselves to a community can create something valuable. This defies economic logic where you rational, self-interested, need money to produce something. Yet we see free software. Linux is a major force in software and computing, so the internet is spawning all sorts of commons that are creating immensely valuable stuff.
Ich fand das Elevate Festival sehr interessant, weil es einfach ganz viele verschiedene Menschen aus verschiedenen Bewegungen oder mit verschiedenen Hintergründen zusammengebracht hat. Und meine Motivation speziell war jetzt schon nochmal auch dieses genetische und biologische Commons-Thema da mehr reinzutragen. Die Diskussion geht halt wirklich dann oft nur über Software und Musik, was ich auch wichtig finde, aber naja, mit meiner Erfahrung aus dem Süden und wo es eben dann um Nahrungsmittel und Hunger geht, dass dann scheint es schon so ein bisschen so ein Touch kriegt von Luxusproblemen.
Put the words together to make sentences and put lots of sentences together to make paragraphs.
My case, and my wife's case, was the first case in the world on patent infringement on a higher life form.
Ich finde das eigentlich heldenhaft, was er durchgesetzt hat bzw. durchgestanden hat. Ne?
And in 1998, Monsanto laid a lawsuit against my wife and myself, and it was what they call a patent infringement lawsuit, where they said we were growing their GMO rapeseed without a license from them. And that was really a tremendous surprise to us, and we were very concerned because we thought immediately that maybe our rapeseed that we had developed over many years was now contaminated with GMOs. Because they had contaminated us through patent law, they now own our seeds and plants, in this case rapeseed. And so that's the basis it went to court.
Bei dem Film war jetzt so richtig die Leute, die gesagt haben, ja, Monsanto hat so und so erpresst und dann haben sie uns so und so bedroht und dann war das so und dann kannst du dir das richtig vorstellen, wie so ein Bauer, der sagt, nö, ich lasse mich nicht erpressen, ich gehe dann auch keinen Vergleich ein und ich gehe nicht so und dass das richtig, also dass der richtig eine Wirkung hat.
Ein nachhaltiges System. Probiert es aus.
But on the issue of who owns life, this is the ruling of the Supreme Court of Canada. Monsanto's patent on a gene is valid. And wherever this gene arrives in any higher life form, they own and control that higher life form. Now we have major problems. We got more problems than answers because where do you stop? If you can put a patent on a life form as such as a seed or a plant, what about a bird, bee, fish, and even a human being?
Wenn man sieht, wie man aussichtslos scheinend gegen solchen Riesenkonzernen ist und dann trotzdem Rechte hält, dann habe ich Hoffnung, dass das Blatt sich trotzdem wendet.
If you own and control that life form and you put it in an environment where you cannot control it, now we enter the era of liability. 2005, we noticed we were contaminated again. And it was Monsanto's GMOs through testing, and it was again in rapeseed, and we took Monsanto to court again. And in March of this year, March 19, it went to court, and Monsanto paid for the cleanup, or accepted liability by paying for the cleanup costs. That was not only a major victory for ourselves, but it was a major victory for farmers all over the world now, that there is now a precedent set. If you are contaminated by a corporation, like an organic farmer, conventional farmer, you now have an avenue to take them to court and get your contamination paid for.
Wir wollen da irgendwie was Positives beitragen für die Welt und was Gescheites machen im Prinzip. Und es ist wichtig, dass man zu solchen Informationen kommt.
Ich jetzt nicht nett, dass Sie uns so einen Film zeigen und uns dann in die Disco schicken.
Phenomenon one, this one dedicated to all bad man. Whether you're from Manchester or London, whether you're from North London or Brixton, put up on the hand, phenomenon two. Cyflow and I kill a man a road show. So what brothers on me road deep pro? You don't wanna brush, we'll step on we show.
Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air.
Put in the ganja and take out the seed. We all are intelligent people on the roadside we are smoke weed. Yes indeed, that's what we need. 4, 1 time we talk, I'm not talk no more. Like them boy, I'ma kick off them door, I'ma run up with the 4-4. You don't wanna see the 4-4-5. Boss my gun and them not stay alive. Take where your son, I might take where your wife. And you don't know what's that, me I go stab with knife.
Yeah! That's more like it. Flow. Mama said, not talking off.
Show me not sing the gun, no boy thinks that it's not. Got me a reprise the dog. Show me not sing the gun, no girl thinks that it's not. Got me a reprise the dog. Show me not sing the gun, but that's not the warrior smart. Got me a reprise the dog. As a real old warrior, me no rap me papa. Got me a hot pies the dog.
My wife and I have 5 children, we have 15 grandchildren, and we have 2 great-grandchildren. And we look at what kind of a future do we want to leave to the next generations and the generations after that. I don't want to see our children or our grandchildren to go into a world that we've created, that where there might be poisons in our food, control of the environment, loss of biodiversity, loss of freedoms of speech, and so my wife and I don't want to leave a legacy like that. And as long as we have life in us, we're going to bring that awareness to people around the world. But it's the next generation, not only ours now, that we're so concerned about, because many of these things that we're doing today cannot be brought back out of the environment. And that's what makes it so important to bring this message.
It is the duty of all of us to care for each other and to see that the rules are obeyed.